Alrighty, Team Dragonborn. Not those two in the corner, the revealing sort of girls. So when I devised this story like a year or two ago, I'd say probably 2 years ago, I wanted the Dragonborn to be a very own person. That means she wouldn't be involved in the Thieves Guild, the Fighters Guild, the Civil War, any of that crap. I wanted her just to be another Nord
Imperial dogs.
in Tamriel.
There's nothing that's too low for them.
So to do that, I had to create other characters, and this is exactly what I've done. And I love the idea of playing as different characters that have got nothing to do with each other, but during a certain point in the story, they will. I've got Civil War characters, Guild characters, Mess characters, and just random characters. And we're going to meet them. So, right here. These are the two characters I spent many months playing, fighting over the Civil War, taking territories, big battles, losing soldiers, all that sort of
Can't wait to
stuff.
kill another of Ulfric's boys.
And she's lucky she's a girl. And I switch between these two, and sometimes the side characters that I made for him, like Marilia Tullius, which is his commanding officer, and Brianna Bearclaw, which is her twin sister, and Tova Doomsung, which is her grandmother. And these two are the main ones that I've played as majority of the time. And I wanted Skyrim to be focused on the Civil War, you know. There's a Civil War. The game doesn't start with the Civil War, it grows into it.
Damn faithless
But when it does,
Imperials.
it goes off. And it's been 2 years since then. Their stories have been conflicting. They've always, you know, if she's fighting in Morphall, he's somewhere else. Like fate was destined that they were never going to meet until now. Got Majol the Lioness. Now, if you've ever actually heard her talk with Aaron, Aaron will go, will you ever leave Riften? And she goes, only a threat to all of Skyrim would make me leave. And of course, this character, while adventuring, found Grimsever and gave her Grimsever when she was only like young. Well, she's still young, but like new to the world. Before she was a Dragonborn. And of course, she had a debt to owe, and she, again, would leave Riften, which she thought was corrupt, to
I'll just be here then.
serve, you know, all of Skyrim. And that's what she does. So, I made her all these outfits because I wanted them to have their own kind of unique, cool outfits. If you're an Avatar fan, you'll kind of notice Korra right here, kind of the get-up that she's got. Yeah, Korra, I made her because I like Legends of Korra. I even made Asami. I've removed her makeup and gave her a different hairstyle because I wanted to be a bit more friendly to Skyrim. But these two on Riften, I thought, man, why not
Can't
have
wait to kill another of Ulfric's
two
boys.
characters from the story that inspired me to play a multi-character story, which was Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: Legends of Korra. I want to have them on my actual team. And that's exactly what I did. These two. I thought they'd join, and they're actually married in game, so I had to turn a certain mod off before because Cecilia and Freya started going at it, and yeah. Lyris Titanborn. Now, I've actually done a video on her before. Not a video on her. I did a video on revisiting a tomb that another character's visited, so I was playing as Ragni when she was, you know, before she was a Dragonborn, and she went into this tomb, which, you know, was pretty much clear. The puzzle door was unlocked, there was no camp outside of it, you know, she was revisiting it as some, you know,
The
completely new.
Imperials think us all
And it felt
lawless
brand
beasts.
new, even though I'd already been there
I'm
as
proof of
Lyris.
their
Because when I
ignorance.
first got there was a high elven Imperial soldier out there going, oh, you need to help me, you need to help me. She went in, she got the mask, she got the thing she did for the quest. It was a lover's lab romantic quest to get
Can't wait to gut one of those
Carlotta's
rebels.
heart. And so she did that. She come outside, she find the high elven Imperial officer's now a high elven Stormcloak officer, and he tried to kill her. So she killed him, and voila. And when Ragni went in there, the door was
Fight
already
or
unlocked, the
die
puzzle door.
well.
And yeah, it was much easier for her to go in. It's just undead, reawoken, and all that sort of stuff. This one right here, the Nightingale, she's actually my Thieves Guild character. She's not the actual exact character because I needed a new name, and I gave her an entirely different look because, you know, if a mask comes off, she will
Stay alert.
not look like
Never know when
Tonariel.
those Stormcloak
Kind of in
dogs
the
might
shape of it,
charge.
yes, you can guess, but I kind of want her to be hidden. I don't want her to reveal herself. Now, the reason she joined wasn't because of the goodwill or glory or gold. Gold's definitely a different factor in it. Not for glory or not to help out Skyrim like Majol or these two, or even Lyris. Because dragons are bad business. If they end up destroying the world, there's no gold to be made. So she decided to help because it was in best interest for wealth and continuation of her job that the dragons are put down. And she's going to help the person that can do that to do that. Uthgar done broken. She fought the young Dragonborn. The young Dragonborn beat her ass. She's like, yep, I'll follow you. Killing dragons sounds pretty glorious. Why not? And we've got Freya, over here, which is a Miss
Those
character.
rebels think they can
And Miss
best
characters
us.
don't
We
mean
have
that.
another thing coming.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You know you me. Miss characters aren't just nobodies that just do random missions. I did quite a few missions with these guys. She was on my first, and I had her character's already pre-established with the armor of Hersine's hide, and the Woeful Axe. That's part of her backstory. So when she got into the game, she got to do Hersine's quest, Daedric quest, and Clavicus Viles' Daedric quest. But since I already had
The
these items,
Imperials think
I
we
was
need
able to
their
get the other
laws.
items in a good way, and both those ways actually result in you helping a Daedric dog, helping Sinding not get killed
Can't
by
wait
the
to kill
hunters,
another of Ulfric's boys.
or helping Clavicus Viles' mutt, Brutus? No, I don't remember his
Damn
name.
faithless
Not
Imperials.
get killed. So I was able to do this Daedric quest as them. I even did Meridia's quest as Cecilia here, which, you know, it was kind of weird because she's undead, and Meridia doesn't like undead, but maybe Meridia can see you for what you're worth, not for what you are. And she's done a lot of other quests. She did the Raven Rock quest, so they're not useless just to do side or like miss quest characters. They do establish themselves into the
My
game.
father was a legionnaire.
So she owns
Years before him.
a good portion of the
Guess
money
I
that comes
never
out of Raven
considered
Rock,
doing
and she owns the
anything else.
Raven Rock home. She owns many other homes. She's an ancient, well, she's an elder vampire. She's lived for 200 years plus. She's put a lot of money, you know, around. Allows her to do her job and be comfortable whenever she needs to be. And of course we got Tonrock right here.
Keep an eye out for
Better
trouble.
reveal their
It's only a
faces,
matter of
don't I?
time.
I gave most of them hat hair, so they'd actually have their, but you know, if, like as you can see right here, for some reason those ones don't always like to work.
Oh,
There we go.
damn faithless Imperials.
Your one bug it.
I'm
No,
all
I
for
don't know. No, it
diplomacy,
didn't.
But the sooner the Emperor deals with this civil war mess, the sooner we can get
So
back
this
to
is
Syria.
Team Dragonborn so far. I've got to get to Tonrock. Tonrock was a very boring character because I don't really enjoy the companions' quests. Their side quests are kind of fun, but their main quest was way too rushed, and that was a pain in the ass. So I decided to go with the male instead of Lyris over here, which is the giant. And yeah, he was my companion's character, and this is his kind of Skyforged harbinger armor.
rebels like to
He was a
forget
little bit
is that the
different. I
Empire's
decided
what's
to
keeping
cure the sort
Dominion out
of
of
werewolf
Skyrim.
out of him, and kind of turn the companions back to the way they were. Of course, Aela, she's a Daedric worshipper of her scene. She's a werewolf. That's all right. The companions don't really care if you worship the gods or worship the Daedra, as long as you're a warrior, as long as you fight by the warrior's code of, you know, glory and battle and all that sort of stuff. And that's what it was about. So this is the team. Centaurus, my main character, the Civil War Vampire, and that is the main faction I'm going for, which is Imperials. Sigurd de Bearclaw, which is his opposing member on the other
rebels.
side, and it's fun to
I
play
wonder
both
if there's
sides.
Imperials hiding here somewhere.
The do-gooder Majol the Lioness, Cora, her wife Asami, Lyris Titanborn, which is inspired after the ESO character, and her backstory is actually inspiration after the character. She was an orphan because she killed her mother during childbirth, and her father took her from the orphanage, and she ended up growing up and learning how to read and read a book on ancient Nord heroes, and found one called Lyris Titanborn, and she had a lot of similarity with her, so she took pretty much inspired, you know, like a celebrity, you know, maybe like a 13-year-old girl, and you know, looking at a celebrity and inspiring her life based on her, like a lot of people do today. The Nightingale, just your casual thief. I need more archers, to be honest with you. Uthgerd, it was like, yep, she beat me. I'll fight alongside her until I die.
One of those rebels.
Freya, well, she followed her because this is kind of her mother, or was her mother, one that
Imperial
raised her.
dogs. There's
And then
nothing that's
Tonrock.
too low for
Now,
them.
I've still yet to meet one of my other guild characters, my last guild character that will actually join Team Dragonborn, and that is Minerva, because we haven't got to finding the scroll yet, the Elder Scroll. So it will grow one more bigger. Hopefully, a couple more will join along and tag along and kill the dragons, but eventually when the Peace Summit's called, these two, they'll be able to have both their forces fighting alongside each other. So I'm going to move the Stormcloaks and the Imperials in, and we're just going to hunt dragons for gold, find word powers, you know, all this sort of crap. I'm going to do that for a while. But yeah, it might grow a little bit bigger over time, but it started with 2, and look how many there are now. Like, in the
I'm
Dragonlands,
still
man,
sore where I
it
took that arrow.
gets
I
absolutely
hate archers.
mauled. So, at the moment, the story's growing pretty big, and I'm really liking it, and finally able to do the quests I wanted to. Now, I don't know if I asked this question, because I've done this video like 3 times, and I fucked up 3 times. Would you like the story like I did with Ragni's Origin, as when I voiced Centaurus Gavianus, and I talk about the characters like they're, like an historian, you know? like I'm telling the story as a 50-year-old Centaurus on the past, and I've gathered a lot of gameplay of the Dragonborn's start from killing a dragon all the way up to finding Esbern. And I want to cut all that down a lot more to kind of have like a 10-minute sort of episode where I'm Centaurus talking about the past, talking about how the Dragonborn came to be, how he met the Dragonborn, what they did with what he did on the Team Dragonborn, and kind of how it went. If you're interested in that, let me know, because I appreciate these comments, because it lets me know what I can focus on. Because yes, I do this to share my own stuff, because it's fun for me to share. But it's 10 times more fun if people actually enjoy it. So it'd be good if you left me a comment on kind of, would you like just to see the gameplay as the raw gameplay, and I'll just talk over it as me, or do you want to see like a 10-minute episode cut up to where a lot of the story is just like a 50-year-old man trying to remember his past as a soldier and as a companion of the Dragonborn? Let me know. If you're still watching, thanks for watching. If anyway, look after yourselves. I'm out of here, and I'm gonna get back to the story. Have a good one.